Tu hudbu mají dobrou, ale tu hudbu mají dobrou, ale každopádně jo, jdeme to dneska dojet asi hádám. Jdeme to dojet. No tady u toho třeba neumřu, pač úplně vole, dneska nebyl úplně dobrý den. Vzhledem k tomu, jak jsem spal asi 3 hodiny. Ale už máme práškou energii tady. Tak to tak nějak půjde. Ale jako teda miluju třeba ty hry, co se zapnou, řvou úplně na 100% hlasitosti a pak si teprve ta hra uvědomí, aha počkej, on mě vlastně nastavil, že nemám tolik křičet. To je úplně skvělý. Dobré, jdeme na to, snad se to uložilo, ještě jak jsme to včera vyčnuli přes Alt F4. Abych se tady u toho nezasekl zase ještě na další půl hodinu. Já myslím, že dobrý, ne? Laguana.
Brawls aren't even the worst part of my job. Sure, you may take a beating, but at least you get the chance to defend yourself. But when you're sitting in your car all night, there's no way out.
By prostě byl radši zmlácený.
Your back and neck feel stiff. Your entire body aches to be somewhere else. It's boring and repetitive.
Jo no, já tady nebudu jenom sedět, já to vypínám, až jdu ven za běhačus. Jdu se nechat zmlátit radši ven.
People were finally leaving the place. The bar was about to close. And I hadn't seen Mitchell go in or out. I had no choice.
I need to take a beating, yeah. Ne, počkej, on nás ale bude znát vlastně, že?
I see you took me up on my invitation. And you're smart. You knew not to come until my anti-fur regulars had all cleared out.
I can't say no to good advice.
Or good bourbon. Here's looking at you, Mr. What was your name?
As far as I knew, La Iguana always stayed neutral. He played poker with Cassidy. But his joint was used as a gambling drop-off for O'Leary's operation. Did it make sense to keep faking it? Or was it too dangerous not to?
Yeah, but...
Blackmore. John H. Blackmore.
I knew it. Although your Texan isn't half bad.
Let's just say I represent certain sports lobbies I'd rather not talk about.
I understand. My pleasure, Mr. Blackmore. You're natural. That sure beats your poker game.
This is much easier. No one can cheat.
Ha ha. You barely flinched when Cassidy decided to teach that ego a lesson.
What do you want me to say? I was too shocked to be surprised, to be honest. The people I work for generally try to avoid these situations. Damn it.
Well, nobody's perfect. Tell me, what do you really want with Cassidy? I just don't understand your motives.
The truth is, I represent certain interests which make Desmond O'Leary my enemy. If you know anything about their rivalry, I rest my case.
Don't worry about it. I was only curious. So, what about me? What do you want from me? No one comes to La Iguana just to drink and play pool.
I'm looking for one of your regulars, Dr. Angus Mitchell.
What for?
We fought together during the war. I just want to say hi.
Sure. Tell you what, I'll talk to Mitchell. Come back tomorrow night.
You don't understand. I have to talk to him, or else.
Or else what?
Wow. Že máme čas si to rozmyslet, actually. Jemu je tohle asi jedno, toho O'Learyho bych neřešil. Mně úplně nelíbí to vyhrožování třeba, no. Teďkon tady z těch 3 ani jedna ta možnost se mi nelíbí. Peníze nemám. O'Learyho asi zajímat nebude. No.
I've got friends in high places. Friends you don't want to meet.
Oh, and you don't think I do? You think this dump would still be open otherwise? Please, cut the crap. Anything else?
Jo, takhle. My toho budeme mít víc na výběr. GG.
I don't think Cassidy would be too happy about the role his poker buddy plays in O'Leary's gambling operation. I'm sure you understand that.
Son of a bitch. All right. Give me your phone number, and I'll give you a call when Mitchell shows up.
No. You're gonna call him right now, and you're gonna give him this message. But when you're sitting in your car all night, there's no way out. Your legs cramp up, your back and neck feel stiff, your entire body aches to be somewhere else. It's boring and repetitive. It's so bad that your thoughts spiral in a never-ending loop, like when you're stuck in your car, on surveillance duty. The owner of La Iguana was supposed to tell Mitchell that a certain anteater was still alive, and that it was only a matter of time before he ratted him out. With a bit of luck, that would make him nervous enough to force his hand. Now all I had to do was follow him.
Co třeba lek, že mě nechají řídit, jako já nejsem třeba vůbec ready na ty eventy nějaký, co tam budou. Já tady držím flašku, vole. Hraju si s víčkem, který jsem mimochodem musel zase urvat, protože už i na debilní Ondrášovce, vole, bylo přidělaný. Co má vůbec ten ještě nějak za problém, že se začal chovat jak dick? Myslíš, že si fakt nevšiml těch jeho bílejch oušek v tom autě? No, to už jsme někde viděli.
He went in without it. I wonder what's in it.
Who knows? Ježíš, tak já to budu radši dělat těma šipkama, ty
We'll
vole.
be just fine, don't worry. Gil, stand guard right here. If the cat shows up, you know what to do. I'll be back in an hour.
To špatně
Were you taken by
dopadne.
surprise from over there? Although I don't know how I'd get there.
Možná ne tak úplně. Protože se tam stejně nedostanu.
Of course, he's Randall Lee's partner. I should be careful. When they gave me a beating, I could see he was kinda trigger happy.
Trigger happy. Já jsem přesný opak třeba. Jdem prostě pryč, BLACKSADe. Kašleme na to. To nemá cenu. Tady můžeme Kajsi vyšplhat třeba. A zároveň můžeme jít třeba po těch schodech, si myslím možná. Můžem? To víš, že můžem. Ne, to je kartička jenom, vole. Mohli třeba do toho albumu ještě nepodívali, když nad tím tak přemýšlím. Co je za kamera angle, ty vole? A tam asi nejde jít evidentně. Co? Nebo jo? Je těžký, když tam nevidím, vole. Asi ne. Jasně, tady nějaký gecko na kartičce. Maria, here we go again. Dneska jsem si nezajezdil v práci, jak si zajezdím aspoň ve hře tady, no. Ale kam já actually jako s tím chci jít nacouvat? Tady? Ne, vole. Tam bylo za ovládání. Nikdo neví. To jako nemůžu zvedat? Můžu si tady jezdit. Můžu jít zajet třeba. Uiii.
When you want to be silent, noise can be your best ally.
Jo. To jsem přesně já teďkon. Nejtižší člen armády. Ale už tady je. Actually fakt jako. Tam asi jako fakt nechceme jet. Já spíš nevím, co mám dělat třeba teď vůbec, jakoby. Jsem z toho kinda confused, abych řekl pravdu. Já jsem na to sice nastoupil, ale nevím, co mám teď dělat. Odjedu domů. Já jsem jako taky myslel, ale nechce se mu tam nic dělat. Já hlavně ani nevím, nepřišel jsem na to, jak se to zvedá. Takže ani nevím, jestli mě to tam ta hra učila. Já jsem teď úplně třeba idiot a nejsem si třeba jistý, no. Ale tak jako leda tohle, no, ještě mě tak napadlo. Bych si to zdvihl třeba tady někde, nebo... No to je blbost, vole, tam se taky nedostanu. Aha. GG, vole. Ty vole, jak James Bond nějaký. Jsem v tom hledal asi moc... něco složitějšího. Už nevím, proč bych ho actually vůbec chtěl sundávat. Však vole, nebylo by lepší jako... Tak, to bychom měli. Proč jsem sem teda vůbec zlezl, jakoby? Co? Jo, nebo teď já můžu vylízt úplně nahoru. Takže vlastně moje otázka, proč bych to vlastně dělal, byla na správném místě. Hodím na něj cihlu, vole, jak Kevin na Harryho. Teda, on to házel na toho druhýho vlastně. Na Marva. Vlastně on to házel na Harryho. Ale vždycky nějakým štěstím trefil Marva. No, nebo mu hodím na hlavu prostě tady nějakou bombu, vole, dusíkovou. Jdeme svářet. Ježišmarja, to jsem nechtěl. Ale tak asi to fungovalo, no. Hej, BLACKSAD, co tak mám muzí tu zbraň? Jo, dobré, ty jdeš tahat dovnitř, OK. Bylo docela spíš zajímavý, kdyby tam třeba vymyslel nějaký týpek další, jako. Oho. Máme tady stalkera. Hm?
What does this place have to hide?
Mně se mi třeba víc líbila ta možnost jít něco svářet. Hele, čudlík, já ho zmáčknu. Sakra.
It could be an Ojibwa totem pole, in which case the top animal would be a crane. A dream catcher. It's supposed to protect children during the night, trapping all evil in its spider web. If I'm not mistaken, these are incense sticks, used in cleansing rituals.
Kámo, koníku, táta by na tebe asi nebyl hrdý.
According to this, the warehouse belonged to a Canadian import company.
According to this...
Will I need help? Who would I call?
No počkej, teď on je postřelenej, vole.
Smirnoff,
Pier 36. Meet me in an hour.
BLACKSAD,
If you're coming from Montgomery, it's the 6th sea-facing warehouse.
what's going on?
And bring the cavalry.
Okay. More or less. O co tady jde? to ani nevím, jestli je dobrý nápad třeba něco takového otvírat, i to může být třeba natlakovaný nebo něco, ne? Tam třeba nevybouchlo, vole. Tam třeba vařej atomovky nebo něco, kap. Jaký můžem čudlík? Mačkat čudlík. A nic. Jdeme za koníkem asi, no. Muset něco vzít, hádám. Už zůru.
Don't you even think of screaming.
I might not even talk.
What's this warehouse for?
It's where I take my naps. I thought that was obvious.
What's Mitchell up to?
Mitchell? What Mitchell?
Wee wee. Wee wee. Wee 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 wee.
It looks like an arrowhead.
Teď mu to řeknu. Táta by na tebe nebyl hrdý, ty jeden blbečku.
Everything seems to prove that Gil is a Native American, and I'm almost sure that the woman in the picture is his mother.
Aha, tak on tam jako mamka na něho mluvila. Jeez. Myslím, že to byl táta.
You know who'll always believe in you? Your mother. My mother never lost her faith in me. And I gave her plenty of reasons when I was a kid. It all started with something as stupid as keeping the change when she sent me for groceries. Then I started stealing fruit from the street stands. And finally, I turned to pickpocketing. Somehow, my mother managed to keep me in school until I got into college. But I never gave her reasons to believe in me then either. I made new friends. The type of friends that convince you to do things that wouldn't make a mother proud. Then Pearl Harbor happened. I got drafted and sent to Europe. I never knew how to follow orders. They sent me back home with a dishonorable discharge. But when I got back, I was treated like a pariah, a veteran outcast who never should have come back in the first place. And yet, my mother never ceased to...
I also fought in the war. That's where I met Mitchell. They used me, like many of my people. And then they just tossed us aside. The first time Mitchell offered me to do this, I told him to take a hike. I wanted to get my act together, but I ended up begging him. I don't like Mitchell. I don't like the things he makes me do. I don't like that German rat either. But what I like least of all is myself. I don't like what I did during the war, and I don't like what I'm doing now. Do you know what it's like to kill a friend for the sake of the mission? Huh. But my mother, she always thought I'd make amends and start anew. Maybe it's time I did just that. It's number 3.
Tak, to jsme dali. Jsem čekal, že třeba tam flusne mi na botu nebo něco jenom.
What if it was Gil who killed his partner Randall Lee under Mitchell's orders?
Tak to bylo jako docela easy, no, když mi to tam vyskákalo všechno snad teď, myslím, aj. It's number 3. A teď to třeba odpálím tady, bo mi kecal, ne? Boom. Ty kráso. Typka tam jen tak nechám svázanýho chudáka. A tak se na to dostanu. Jak by asi úplně nečekal, že bude zavřený tam někde v autě, ne? Možná. No, stalker, vole. Aha, tak pojď. Kde seš? Kde seš? Pojď, pojď. Ty vole, on tu fakt dělá, ti vole. Pokusy, hokusy.
Hey, it's all right. Don't be afraid, little girl.
What the fuck?
I don't want to scare you, okay?
Vita, no hurt.
Once upon a time... Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess called...
Brunhilda.
Hi, my name is Brunhilde, and I'm very happy.
said Brunhilde. And then Brunhilde, who had a beautiful name,
Really beautiful.
a really beautiful name, ran into someone very special.
Oh, who was it?
A magical cat called John.
I'm a magical cat and my name is John. Hi, John the cat. I really like magical cats. I'm Brunhilde. I'm gonna use my magical power to help you. Get out of the cage, too.
Nein, he's sad.
You say silly things, John the cat. So what are you gonna help me do? Bake some delicious pies. I love pies. Which is your favorite? Wow, that's a very hard question. But John the cat, it's the easiest question in the world. Let me show you how easy it is. My favorite pie is pecan. Whoa, Brunhilde. That's exactly what I was about to say.
Bird. Bird. John. Brunhilde. Freund. Do play. Ich look.
Okay.
Hi, Bird. Why are you wearing that mask?
Weil. Gas.
Well, maybe we should get out of here. What do you think, Bird? And what about you, Brunhilde? Don't you think that?
Jí tam jako položilo prostě. Šmara, on si tady s ním prostě dělá nějakého pokusného králíka, ty vole. Hej, já tu masku budu určitě potřebovat, ale... Tady sakra děje.
A list of names, somehow related to chemical agents?
Jo no, to už včera jsem si to všiml, že má nějaký problémy, vole na to, že to je kočka. Já on vlastně dávala i jí nějaký ty prášky, že? Bobby Yale. Jemu dal též. Craig Spanoff. To je zase pro toho opičáka. Nějaký jako doping pro ně, vole, nebo co to sakra? No, můžu si to už pustit? No děkuju.
Subject, Brunhilde Gruner. Treatment, day 1500. The patient's ability to speak continues to diminish. Now she can only pronounce the occasional word in German. Tissue degeneration persists. And yet, perhaps due to drastic reduction of benzylprodine dosage and an increase of ibupropion, we have observed a 3% of deceleration of said degeneration. Furthermore, and perhaps this is the best finding so far, the subject exhibits a mild recovery of her speaking. It's not a lot, and yet we are on the right track. All hope is not lost.
No. Tady bylo úplně moc, to mám jako to. Aha, no možná tady jsem měl jít nejdřív dojít, či? Zrovna Spanov.
Subject, Craig Spano. Treatment, day 0. The subject is a veteran baseball player who has lost speed, strength, and agility due to the regular aging process. The patient refers intense pain on the right scapula, most likely caused by an old injury. The goals of our medical approach are twofold. To relieve pain caused by the prior injury so that the subject can play without symptoms, and to help the patient regain the physical condition lost in the aging process, thus allowing him to perform at elite levels. Treatment. Day 120. The patient no longer feels pain when using his right arm, circumstance that allows him to pitch without fear. So far, the only side effect seems to be a slight euphoria experienced 3 hours after dosage, which subsides 4 hours later, taking the patient on an emotional roller coaster of sorts with bouts of mild trembling. Treatment. Day 341. Moments of euphoria and boosted physical performance have become increasingly short, while the ensuing periods of depression and weakness have become longer, including severe tremor. Although we have met all therapeutic goals, we will proceed to terminate the treatment in order to avoid causing irreparable physical and mental damage to the patient.
Oh. Třeba nakonec, vole, teď vypadne, že on zabil toho, ne? Jaj, ale tak... To bylo těžký.
Mitchell is cashing in by selling drugs to enhance athletes' performances.
A co s tím má co společného ten Míšák? A něco dalšího tu máme, ok.
The worst part of Mitchell's scheme isn't that it's illegal or unethical, it's that he didn't even care about compromising the athlete's health.
No nebo ve finále si to bral i ten Yale. Tak je možný, že to udělal prostě v záchvatu toho, že neměl ten prášek, nebo co, jak to tam bylo popisovaný. Víceméně mohl teď být asi jako kdokoliv, vole, z těch, co ty prášky brali. No tady už se asi nic víc nedozvíme, ale no. A teď nás tady jumpne týpek. Šimpanví. On nejumpne, bo on ty prášky bude chtít dostat, že jo? Či?
Gil? You know you're not allowed down here. You know you're not allowed. It's...
You bastard! I kill you right here, right now!
I don't know.
You don't know? I know you're testing drugs on that girl.
Brunhilde? No, she's my daughter. She was born with a degenerative disease, a rare condition similar to the Engelmann syndrome. There are only 4 known cases like hers, and none of the patients reached the age of 5. But I couldn't give up. I continued to research and found something. It didn't make her better, but anyway, that same treatment used on healthy subjects seems to improve their stamina and their reflexes. It also seems to improve their pain threshold. Somehow, the Reich heard about my experiments and tried to recruit me to create super soldiers. Yes, that Reich. We're talking late 30s, Berlin.
Prostě proč tam nezapojit tohodle pána?
And came to your country. But the American military also heard about me. I spent the entire war experimenting with drugs on soldiers. Some were highly effective, I must say. When the war was over, my experiments were discarded. I was forbidden all access to the drugs, and Brunhilde got worse. But then God sent me Angus Mitchell. We had met during the war, and he came to offer me a deal. I would make drugs for athletes, and he would sell them. With my earnings, I could pay for Brunhilde's treatment. What else do you want me to say?
I noticed Yale's name appears twice on your list of athletes. One mention was crossed out. Why?
I don't know. A couple of months ago, Mitchell told me to prepare pills suited to his profile. But a week ago, he told me to stop. And then 2 days ago, he asked me to make them again.
About those pills.
Pills here. Co zač? Prášky. Feti.
There was a bottle there before.
On už tu prostě je. On už tu prostě někde je?
What is he looking at?
Take your 6 beating. GG.
Don't dwell on it, Josh. You had to tell him the truth in order to protect Brunhilde. I would have done the same thing. Finish packing up your things and stop torturing yourself, okay?
Thanks, Angus. I won't be long.
Oh, honey. You like living here? Yeah, me too. But we have to go somewhere else, and it's all that bad cat's fault. Yes, sweetie. We're going to a new home now. A prettier one, and you'll be happier there. Now go with Papa, honey. Give him a kiss. Go on. Give him a kiss. Go on.
On tam zavře.
I'm sorry about this, Josh, but we gave it our best, didn't we?
Huh? What? What do you mean, Angus?
I wish it hadn't come to this.
Angus, what's wrong?
Goodbye, Josh. I hope you're happy, you son of a bitch. They were good people. I hope that made you feel better. I like it when you smile. You're so far from the truth. What the?
Tam opičák zavřel, vole. A já se tady udusím, že to zase neumačkám třeba. Ne, dobrý. Dělej, pojď, vole, tam je ta maska.
The mask would buy me a bit of extra time. The question was, how much? Spano just ran out that way.
Počkej, to jako fakt... Hej. To jsem jako měl umačkat, já myslel, že to bylo jako na schvál. Ježišmarja. Prostě ne. Tam jakmile jsou ty segmenty s mezerníkem, tak vždycky musíš tak 3krát failnout, než ti to dá prostě zadarmo ta hra. Teď dostanu třeba čelo od toho opičáka.
The mask was barely working. I needed fresh air.
Čo světované za mraky, vole. Když si do sebe nasypal celou krabičku frajeru, vole. Tak mu třeba jebe úplně.
Craig's Fado is back! Did you miss me? Who wants to see a home run? Now you're gonna see. Bring it on! Let's go!
Jo, třeba, mu to třeba odjebe dekel úplně, ne?
No, no.
Všichni mrtví, GG. Koník přežil vlastně, možná.
Don't torture yourself. You did everything you could.
Would he make it?
The doctors think so. They found him unconscious by the basement door.
What?
Jak jako? Jo, to, že to on je tam zavřel?
Could Gil have blocked the basement door from the outside to kill Mitchell?
You think? That's a serious accusation. Are you sure, or is this just a theory of yours?
It's just a theory. Let's hope we get the truth out of him.
Huh. You think Gil was involved in the previous murders?
What if it was Gil who killed his partner Randall Lee under Mitchell's orders?
Another serious accusation. Are you sure?
Yes. Everything points in that direction, including my gut.
Wait. Couldn't Mitchell be Randall Lee's murderer?
Co?
So he misses with 2 shots at point-blank range, and then he hits a guy smack in the forehead from across the street? No. Mitchell is not the sniper who wiped out Randall Lee.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But we still don't know what caused Craig Spano's death.
But maybe we do. No, najednou se mi to tady objevilo, že jo, jen tak čirou náhodou.
There's no doubt about it. Spano took drugs from the lab, and they killed him.
But if that were true, how many more athletes are in danger? And most importantly, who are they? Is Bobby Yale involved?
I didn't see them all, but write down these names. Peter Lowe, Xavier Chains, Helen Moore, Bill Goldman, Miles Benton, Alexander Wood, Jacob Ziegler, and yes, Bobby Yale.
Thanks. Saving lives for a change, huh? In any case, thanks for the call. I was starting to think you'd never trust the police again.
I don't trust the cops. I trust you.
Hey, John. Surprise. It could have given a tip to a friend, don't you think? Or is that only the case when I help you?
Ale no tak.
Get that guy out of here.
Ještě dostane zrektěnou chudák. Výklej.
All right. Let's get this over with. When the war ended, Mitchell convinced Grun to use his super soldier drugs on elite athletes. Somehow, Dunn found out about Mitchell's scheme. So when Mitchell heard that Dunn was onto him, he ordered Randall Lee to kill him and frame Yale for the murder. Then, he made Randall search Dunn's house and the gym for any incriminating evidence he might have had against him. The poor cleaning lady died almost by chance. When you stuck your nose in the case, he tried to scare you by sending his thugs to give you a beating. And when that didn't work, he asked Randall Lee to finish you off on the gym rooftop. But Randall not only failed, he got captured. So Mitchell ordered Gil to put a bullet through his head, which only made Gil upset. You kept getting closer and closer to the point of discovering his headquarters. When Mitchell realized he was cornered, he burned his bridges by setting the lab on fire, along with Dr. Grun and his daughter. Gil saw the opportunity to get back at Mitchell, so he blocked the only exit so that he would also die in the fire. Did I leave any loose ends?
Just a few. But don't worry about it. I'll take care of them now. So I guess thanks for everything.
Takže vlastně nebude nikdo pikat, bo všichni jsou dead.
In
Solve
your
the
classic
case.
noir films and novels, solving a case never amounts to a happy ending. The detective is always left with a sense of bitterness. A feeling that, before he took the case, the world was a better place. That he was a better person.
Come on, now speed it out.
Sometimes I just let my character get the best of me.
What do you want from me?
I told Stone what I knew. That he was going to let Yale win. That if he didn't, O'Leary would destroy Helen Moore's career. And that Moore was doomed either way. Or would be, as soon as America discovered her sweetheart was on drugs.
I don't believe you. No way. Who sent you?
Today? Nobody.
And what if I did believe you? What would that change? If I don't do this for her, how could I ever look her in the eyes? How could we stay together?
You think you'll stay together when you lose your title and they accuse her of doping?
At least I know I tried.
O'Leary's world is long gone. Now TV rules the roost. Sporting scandals and rigged fights can only reduce their credibility, not to mention their ratings. If you take a dive and word gets out, you lose much more than just a fight.
Is it all about being professional to you?
Suit yourself. But trust me, your manager is a murderer. Get as far away from him as possible.
Hey, BLACKSAD.
Takhle ty muni nevyhraju, ale já jsem idiot.
I'll think about it.
Proto byl untouchable, on tež bral vlastně ty drogy, že? Ale tam byla ta, no. Proto měl tu špatnou. Bytí srdce, jak to tam bylo nazvaný? To vlastně taky tam bylo popsaný jako side effect, ten špatný.
Yale confirmed to me that Dunn found out that Mitchell was giving him meds. That was the reason they argued the evening of his death.
In fact, I was clean at the time. Hadn't used for days. I didn't want to go down that road. I wanted to follow Joe.
But he discovered everything.
He didn't believe me when I said I had nothing to do with it.
But you used again.
Only after his death. I needed to cope.
But the drugs gave you a panic attack.
Yeah. But I've been clean ever since.
Mitchell gave you the pills when he stopped by the hospital. Hence, your miraculous recovery. Are you planning on taking them before the fight? You know what? It's none of my business. But they'll be your last pills. Then what?
No tak já ty muní fakt ale nevyhraju. Ale zas na druhou stranu nebudu kurva aspoň. Čau čau Šugy. Přišel jsi akorát na finále, no. I když mám pocit, že ty už to hrál, ne? Že jsem tě tam viděl na tom Steamku. Že to máš. Možná jsi to i hrál, nevím.
Stone and Yale hadn't taken away the bitterness I felt. I needed a friend. He was outraged that I hadn't given him the tip, but he let it go as soon as I bought him a milkshake. After the perfect storm of corruption and murder, only friendship could reconcile me with the world. Only that could make me believe in mankind again. Only that could cleanse my soul. Only that. And money.
Ale no tak, to jsi to musel skurvit. Žádný peníze nemáš, celou hru jsem ti nedal žádný peníze, nemáš nic. Nemáš nic. A ještě mě zajímá jedna věc, ale. Důležitá věc.
In your standard noir novel, Yale and Stone would be punished for breaking the rules. There would be justice for Sonia, the victim. But this was the real world. As the detective who had cracked the case, I just had to get my paycheck and be on my way.
Teď dostane
Nice to meet
peníze.
you, Mr. BLACKSAD. Mr. Thorpe is on his way. Care to take a seat while you wait?
I guess I'll just have to wait.
He'll be here in a minute. Please take a seat.
Jo no, češtinu to nemá, bohužel. A mně se to líbí, to. Mně se líbí ten styl těch her, co oni dělají, to. My od nich hráli ten Yesterday ještě a vlastně to má ještě další díl. Mně se to líbí, kurně, moc se mi líbí ty jejich hry, to.
The last time I climbed a skyscraper, I had very different intentions. I wasn't there to claim my reward. I was there to punish someone.
My jsme od nich hráli tu jednu hru, no, to byla teda trošku starší. Oh shit, ono to tady nekončí. On v tom bude mít prsty taky.
No, that's not possible. But what if Tim Thorpe was somehow involved in Mitchell's operation?
Mr. BLACKSAD, Mr. Thorpe is running later than expected, but he insists on meeting you, if you don't mind.
Sure, as long as you help me fight off this boredom.
That's not in my job description, but...
How long have you worked for Tim Thorpe?
Almost 3 years. And I hope it lasts.
Has anything odd happened at the agency lately?
Not on my shift. Perhaps the oddest thing I've seen is a bored detective asking a lot of questions.
Ukaž mi deníček.
If my hunch is right, there should be a meeting with Mitchell noted somewhere in Thorpe's agenda. Well, you see, I've got a problem. In order to figure out how much Mr. Thorpe owes me, I need to know what day I started working on the case. But I can't remember. You wouldn't have that written down, would you?
It sure wasn't on my shift. I'd remember. Let me see.
Bych ti mával hned. Aha. Ale tam to prý nic neznamená, a chápu. Tady ještě můžu jako vidět. Tam můžu vidět krom toho deníku. Nic. Jo, aha, ty dva nápisy, chápu. Co z toho si vyberem? No tak, ale zaměř se. Aha, já si můžu vybrat obojí. No, ok. Jo. Ano, dej mi toho víc. A bude to tohle, bo je to přeškrtaný. Tak možná ne. Bo jo? Ono je to všechno přeškrtaný. Mi vůbec nic neříká. Tak tohle přeškrtaný, tam je moc velký nápis. Dostal echo, no. Měl plány, ale pak se to... Meeting with Bobby Yale. Takže ho znal. Si nevybavuji, jestli o něm mluvil nebo ne.
What? Dunn was here 2 days before he died? Why didn't Thorpe ever mention that?
I'm sorry, but your name's not on here.
Wait, I just remembered something. The day I came, Joe Dunn had just walked out the door.
Well, no. You don't have any appointments. Although, I guess I could have forgotten to write you in. Mr. Dunn, who's usually very kind, left in a flurry. He even slammed Mr. Thorpe's door.
Okay. Now I know I have to get into Thorpe's office.
And he didn't even say goodbye.
Yes, that was the day. You don't recall me because the minute I saw Dunn stomp out, I followed him. I never actually came in.
Of course. That explains it.
No doubt. So, since it looks like Mr. Thorpe won't be here soon, I think I'll go take a walk down the hall. Gotta stay in shape. Come on, Thorpe. Tell me there's a back door to your office.
No, řekněme, že v té hře někdo umřel. Pak si to začal vyšetřovat. Umřel někdo další, jo. Tak si začal vyšetřovat i to. A vlastně takhle to furt se na sebe nabaluje, protože tam umřeli snad skoro všichni už. A ty to vyšetřuješ dál. A to je vlastně celý. Prostě všichni jsou mrtví, Dave, nebo jak se to říká? Lobby. Meeting room. Se tam prostě můžu dostat přes ten meeting room. Ale nechci tohle. Jo, a můžeš tady sbírat takovýhle kartičky, které jsou úplně zbytečný.
Should I play the Smirnov trump card again?
Ne, ale on bude bez tak s ním. Já to čekám, já celou hru na to čekám, že ten Smirnov bude ve finále. Hajzl.
Smirnov didn't know what to think. He asked me to watch out and call him as soon as I had more information. He also told me that Gil had finally talked. He denied having blocked the basement door and said the truck door opened, but he got knocked on the head as soon as he tried to get out. He then woke up when the police found him beside the basement door. Obviously, the same person who had jammed the door had carried him there.
Že by to fakt udělal ten opičák všechno. I kolik teď těch karet je?
So, you had something to do with that chest expander after all.
Ono tady těch opic bylo trošku víc, no.
If Weekly were here, I'd have to tie his hands behind his back. Cats aren't afraid of heights. That's why I've never felt vertigo.
Tak to zase ani nevím, jestli tam byla nějaká gangster opice.
In my experience, when something looks really good, it ends up smelling really bad.
Nic, žádná karta. Vypadá to tak aspoň teda. A ne, tam na mě každý ráno kouká na nějaký vocas. A co, jako máš nějaký problém? Teď prostě vyjdu z těch dveří, ahoj, už máme meeting za sebou, čus, jdu do píči. Jo, takže takhle. To myslíš tak moc zrcadlo, co by tak moc jako přibližovalo, jo?
It's a bit strange to see no office chair behind a desk until you remember the desk's owner is in a wheelchair. And one of the strengths, the accuracy of his throw. I earned the nickname Iron Arm. I used to throw the ball in 50 and yeah. When whatever it wanted. And my coach, the great Joffrey Sox. And so I worked hard. Did Pearl Harbor. I enlisted immediately. After losing a partner in combat, I had a serious injury, I asked to be relocated. I became a sniper. I know I shouldn't say this, but I was one of the best in the army, and it was all thanks to my accuracy. No, it was all thanks to Jeffrey Sachs. I wonder how many Americans that man saved with my arm. After these words, Tim Thorpe is moved almost to tears and asks me to take a break. It's shocking to see how an athlete and soldier, a man whose aim and skill won him a Medal of Honor and the nickname Surgeon among his brothers in arms. That can't be. I mean, it could be a coincidence, but no. Why am I surprised? In every investigation, there comes a point where every single lead seems to go down the drain. And you have to retrace your steps to get back on the right track.
Takže jakoby, to tam jako dojel na vozíčku, vole, na tu střechu. Panel blames everything on the surgeon, an old friend in common with the town. Dobré, počkej, tak zkusíme tohle.
That's it. Thorpe is the man behind the whole drug operation.
A co tu máme dál? Bolavý zada tu máme, taky bych potřeboval nějakou pilulku. Já nemůžu nic, vole, víc. Co tady vůbec vymýšlím, když tam nemám čísilko ani. Ale co děláš? Na stůl, dělej.
I better not use it. It might be connected to the switchboard at the front desk.
No jo, má tady pilule.
Of course.
Zase znásilňovat lidi? Šugi. Víš jako, že to se nedělá?
Oh, crap.
Teď to zacinká, no jo. Jakoby jo, no. Anime umí taky bolet, proto jsem na ně víceméně asi přestal koukat. Vždycky jednou ročně pustím akorát Sao, vole, a tím to končí.
Wait, what if Groon's drugs helped Thorpe walk? Of course, it wasn't Mitchell or Gil. It was Thorpe who shot Randall at the hospital. Everything adds up now. And yet I can already hear Smirnov telling me I have no conclusive evidence. What if I set a trap for Thorpe? But how?
Damn. Jo, určitě. Pokecej si tam někde. Co chci dělat? I don't get it. No ale tohle je asi dobrý rozhodnutí, vole. Bu mi to nabízí... Ne? Nabízelo mi to třetí možnost, ne? Tak já jsem z toho dement. Aha.
Ha! What if I place Thorpe's gun up there and corner him so that he has to stand up to get it? The show was about to begin. All I needed was an audience and some patience.
Arr!
Ale
Don't you know who you're
ne.
dealing with, matey?
What a silly man.
Mutiny! You wants to be shark bait, do ya? Oh, BLACKSAD. I feel terrible for keeping you waiting.
John,
But you see, there was mutiny on board, so...
stop.
you see what I have to put up with. All right, helmswoman, to the cabin with you! Onward!
Aye, aye, Captain.
Come along, BLACKSAD. Julie, don't let anyone bother us. Honey, will you wait in the boardroom for me, please?
But,
I'll just be a minute then. I think you've already suffered enough.
okay.
And think about where you'd like to have dinner tonight, okay?
O,
You see, I'm not gonna pay you for
to
solving
byl
the case.
Smirnov.
Fair enough. The truth is, I didn't solve it.
No, it's not that. You'll get every penny we agreed on, and more. But not because you solved the case, but for her. 2 days ago, she wanted to end it all. Drop out of college, sell the gym. Too many wounds to heal. But through your incredible work, you managed to heal them. Well, perhaps not completely. It takes time to get over something like this. But at least, thanks to you, Sonia wants to be happy. She has hope. I'm going to help her make Dunn's gym the best in the city. Who would have ever guessed it, huh?
I'm happy for her. She's been through a lot, and honestly, I wasn't sure she'd make it.
Well, she hasn't just yet. But she will in time. Anyway, back to the case. All those people you confronted. Gil, the German doctor, even Mitchell. Huh. I would have never suspected him. Did they say anything? Why did they do it? Did they mention any accomplices?
They did mention a certain surgeon.
Surgeon? You have any idea who that could be?
Jdem normálně rovnou do toho.
A journalist told me. Ring a bell?
I'm sure you've got good intentions, but you're wrong. What makes you think that? I'm sure there's an explanation.
Don't deny it. I know Mitchell gave them to you.
People see a wheelchair and think, poor guy, he can't walk. But there's so much more to it than that. Some nights I can't even sleep from the pain.
That doesn't explain why you didn't tell me you knew about those drugs. I know that you were a highly skilled sniper, and I think it was you who shot Randall Lee at the hospital.
Have you seen me, BLACKSAD? How could I possibly do that? I hired you to solve this damn case. You think that's what a murderer would do?
Only because you thought I'd blame Bobby Yale and drop the case. But as soon as I realized something wasn't right, you sent Randall Lee and Gil to give me a scare. And when all that failed, you ordered Lee to kill me.
You're the type that won't open his jaws once he's got his prey, aren't you?
I think I've made that clear enough by now.
Put yourself in my place for a minute. You're a promising football player who just got back from the war, but you're still a nobody. The man you saved kindly opens his house to you, and that man is still undone by his wife's passing. He works all day at his gym, and he drinks himself to sleep at night. So you practically end up raising his daughter. You give her her very first abacus. You encourage her to further her education. You comfort her when she misses her mother and her father. Meanwhile, your sporting career takes off. Life is good. Until one day, out of the blue, an accident cripples you. An old friend, Mitchell, tells you he knows someone who can help you. A German doctor. His drugs take some time to work, but they do wonders. You manage to walk for short bursts at a time, little by little. And those bursts keep getting longer. But the drugs aren't cheap at all. So you have to find a way to pay for them, don't you see?
Já si myslím, že on už ty pilule možná ani nepotřebuje. On tam přece říkal, že po používání toho léku vidí prostě zlepšení té nemoci nebo něco. Že možná prostě se mu to vylečilo, on jenom prostě hraje, že furt nemůže chodit, nevím.
So you started by selling drugs to athletes. Then you decided to start an advertising agency to hire those same athletes. Drugs would help them excel, and you'd get better ad deals. The perfect business model. Your first client? Craig Spano. His career had hit a rough patch, so... He was the guinea pig for your new operation. And yet, when the drug started having serious side effects, you got rid of him. Afraid he would talk, you tried to kill him. That's why he hid. From then on, your business was smooth sailing. You even began to think you were above the law. You thought that you were untouchable. Until Joe Dunn found out, and then, 2 days before his unfortunate death, he came to see you.
That's enough now! You stop it! Now, I don't know if I'm above the law, but I am sure as hell not beneath it. Do you know how much power I have? The kind of people I eat with every day? I could shoot you right now, and nothing would happen to me.
With that gun you keep in your drawer? I'm afraid not. I placed your pistol out of reach, just in case you happen to confirm my suspicions, Ironarm. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have an appointment with the police.
I won't let anyone wreck my life again. Sonia and I, we deserve a future.
You can come in now, Smirnoff.
Timothy Wilson Thorpe, drop your weapon. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the state will provide one for you. Mr. Thorpe.
What? But why would you do that? No, 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 no.
Sonia Dunn, you are under arrest for the death of Timothy Wilson Thorpe. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Just shut up.
No, pošli z toho baráku teď. A pojď, vole.
Sonia should never set foot in jail.
BLACKSAD, don't.
You and I have done similar deeds. You remember, right? If you're gonna arrest her, arrest me first, and then arrest yourself.
No, there's no way this could work. How do we hide this? John?
I'll put the bullets back in the gun. Thorpe had me at gunpoint, but Sonia was faster. We're doing the right thing, Chief.
John, why do I end up getting my hands dirty every time I'm close to you?
Hovno? Ještě to tam napsalo, že jsme ji zachránili. GG's. Oni se skamarádili.
After everything that had happened, the last thing I was interested in was the fight. Did Yale take drugs before the fight? Did Stone let him win? I had done everything in my power for things to go the way my moral compass dictated. Whether anyone would listen to me, that was another story. Because no matter what they tell us, our actions don't always determine our future. My moral compass. As if I even knew what that means. I didn't even know what to think of my performance throughout the case. Did I have a clear conscience? Would I have made the same decisions, given the chance?
No, možná jedno, dvě by tam bylo, co jsem se jako ukliknul. Ale no tak, já jsem čekal nějaký kisi. jakoby no, včera jsme to trošku víc zařízli, no, dneska nám to vystačilo na 2 hodiny jenom. Což mě trošku štve, jsem doufal, že to budou třeba aspoň 3. Včera jsme tomu dali dost, no. Ale já nevím, jak je to možný. Co tam mohlo být za rozhodnutí, jestli teda přežil? Možná, že jsem ho tolik netriggernul, nebo možná, že ten člověk ho tolik netriggernul. Že ho nedonutil jakoby po té zbrani šáhnout. Já jsem si to užil, mě to bavilo fakt dost. Teda akorát některé ty quick time eventy mezerníkový byly trošku na píču, ale tak... Mně se to líbilo. Jako nemožný, že tam mohlo třeba přežít i víc lidí, jako no. Zase na druhou stranu si myslím, že jich pár mohlo i umřít. Nebo i do vězení třeba. Jako některé ty quick time eventy byly fakt špatný, no. Bylo to takový blé. Některé části hry byly asi možná trošku takový, že to asi neúplně každýho mohlo bavit. Ale jako mě to bavilo, no. Možná bych tam přidal nějaký sprinty teda, actually. Tak si nedokážu představit, že bych si to teď chtěl zahrát znova, když vím, jak je to takový pomalý, jako. A zase už víš, kam chodit, co prohledávat, nevím, no. Ono už potom si tam moc ani nechodilo, když si to tak vemeš, to bylo na začátku, no, po té posilovně. By se to tak nejvíc využilo, no, to sprintování. Ale líbilo se mi, že tě to furt nechalo v takovém napětí, jak kdyby. Když už jsi myslel, že to máš, tak ti to fluslo do ksichtu zase něco, co ti vlastně zrujnovalo ten pocit, že to máš. A zase byl jako napjatý, co dál se děje, že jsi na něco dalšího přišel. Jak to bylo fakt dobrý, no. Měli dobře udělaný. To zase ne, ale jako 2005 to asi jaky nebude, no. Bych typal tak 2017 třeba, 2015 možná. Ty vole, no. Rozumím tomu. A on jako furt jde? In slow motion? Dejte mi nějakou scénu potitulkovou, co jsem si zasloužil. Tak běž třeba do prdele. Nevím, doufal jsem v nějaký happy ending, teda no. Víš, jako v podstatě asi jako jo. Jako byl tam. Asi. No počkej, my se ani nepodíváme. Se vlastně ani nepodíváme do toho mýho toho. Můžu si podívat do albumu, tak to mám fakt radost, ty vole. Víš to jsou přesně oni, to jsou přesně ty karty, co jsem nesnášel vždycky v těch albumech. Prostě si našel v balíčku jednu a pak už si v žádném balíčku nenašel žádnou z další z těch 4, co si potřeboval. To je prostě úplně největší pain. Už jich tam bylo, ale WTF. My jako třeba nemáme vůbec žádnou. Takovou větší, jo, tam na toho. Ta bude asi na 2. Ten tata, možná. Ale jinak mně přijde, že třeba nemáme žádnou větší, prostě celou. A tady máme nějakýho makaka, nebo co to je? No, GG no. Já bych se chtěl spíš podívat, vole, na to, ale... I to tady má řešený loady. Aha. WTF? Jump to page. Aha. Ty prostě můžeš prohlídnout jako komiks ty své rozhodnutí, jo? To je halus. Jo, ale počkej, my se to v tomhle moment můžeme jakoby uložit, nahrát. Tak. Třeba pustím titulky znovu. Ale aspoň se můžu podívat na tohle. News case. Ty jsou třeba stejně úplně dementní, si myslím. Jsou cool, ale vlastně vůbec. Ale jo, tak asi jo. Jugi, ty jsi zase pil, že? No dobré, tak to asi necháme takhle teda, no. Nevím, jestli můžeme se vlastně ještě, actually. Můžeme se podívat. Ještě na nějaký ty možný endingy třeba, no. Co nám to vyplivne třeba. Počkej, takže co tu máme? Ale mrknu na achievementy. No jako, nedostali jsme jich moc. Complete all deductions in the game. Case solved, knife now for real. Buy your favorite, go to second burger. Complete the game dying less than 9 times. Find all false endings in the game. Contribute to as many deaths as possible. Ty vole, complete the game without dying a single time. Complete the hockey sheet of the Hall of Fame album. Ty bláho. Počkej, ono jich je tam jakože víc. Že zkompletuješ jenom jednu tu část. Watch all 6 alternate scenes at the end of the game. No, jako ono to asi bude mít trošku víc, si myslím, těch endingů, no. Čkat. Takže. BLACKSAD Under the Skin. Endings. To ti jebe, to má endingu jak blázen. 4. There's 6 possible endings and 4 ending scenes. They all depend on show spoilers on Mary and Sonya outcome. Mary is dead. You told her in Act 1 to keep working in the gym. Sonya is dead. You didn't stop her from committing suicide. Sonya has been arrested, jasně. Sonya is free, jasně. Mary is alive. Takže my jsme ji vlastně zachránili, tu Mary. This is why at least 2 playthroughs are needed given... Oh, okay. No tak to zase ve finále nemá tolik endingů, teda jakoby... Bo jich to má jako víc. Jo, ne, tohle já jsem otevřel nějaký achievement, vole. Ono to má totiž, vole, přímo achievement, co se jmenuje Ends. All endings, to má třeba 30 minut to video. What the fuck?
Your father took his life the same day his pupil disappeared. Sorry, but something just doesn't add up.
Damn it, John. Will you take the case or not?
Co?
That case just might put me back in the game again. Might have been just what I needed to get rid of the skeletons in my closet. Alas, My swollen fist was just too painful to ignore. And I still wonder if I did the right thing.
Co si děláš, prdel? To byl jako konec.
Are you all right?
Yeah, sorry. I was just thinking. And then something odd happened. Or should I say, didn't happen. And it was a first and last in my career. In spite of all the clues and findings, I had nothing to ask my main suspect. It felt like a sign. So I went home, called Sonia Dunn, and quit. And then I erased the word detective from my door.
I mean it!
What?
Leave her alone!
Co to je? Na co se to koukám? Jo, to jsou jako takový landingy. Tak jsme většinu z toho viděli, ale...
You know, no.
Why did you say that?
To jsme taky viděli. No, tak tohle jsme viděli hodněkrát.
It takes time to get over something like this. But at least, thanks to you, Sonia wants to be happy. Ever?
Sure she'd make it.
Well, she hasn't just yet. But she will, Mitchell. Glad I knew it.
Make that what you will.
Huh? To můžu... Co moje pepice tak
Thank you
no?
for everything, Ironheart. Please, take good care of Sonia.
I will.
Why did I do it? After all the evidence I'd gathered, why did I let a murderer like Thorpe get away with it? That's something I choose to keep to myself. Make of that what you will.
What the fuck?
Wow. I thought you were the kind of man who was true to his word.
No, it's not that. You'll get every penny we agreed on, and more. But not because you solved the case. You're in something like this.
In the end, it seems like Dunn's death was the best thing that could have happened to the gym, huh?
Don't be so cynical. By God, can't you stop playing the hard-boiled detective for 1 second? Anyway, back to the case. All those people you confronted. Gill, the German doctor, even Mitchell. Huh. I would have never suspected him. Did they say anything? Why did they do it? Did they mention any accomplices?
I think the only accomplice was Randall Lee.
Oh yeah, that bastard. You see, besides my esteem for Joe and Sonia, this ordeal really hits close to home.
I don't follow. How do you mean?
Sports are my livelihood. Do you know how many of the athletes involved have a deal with me?
How do you know that?
What?
Oh, wait. Sonia told you.
Yes, that's it. Sonia told me.
That's funny. I never told Sonia.
Well then, do you know how many of the athletes involved have a deal with me?
All of them?
Luckily, no. But a lot. So far, the papers only talk about bodies down at the docks and an illegal lab. Not one has mentioned the athletes. But if one word gets out, this agency's future could be on the line. Not to mention Sonia's and the gym's. Could I ask you to be discreet?
Sure. I'm discreet. For a bonus.
Oh, sure. I get it. How much are we talking about?
10 times the agreed amount.
Wow. You like to play big. I like that. Anyway, that's it. Julie has your check. Don't forget to claim it. As for your bonus, I'll send it along soon. Don't worry about it. Thank you again, BLACKSAD. I don't know what state Sonia would be in if it weren't for you.
I had to act, then and there, or let Thorpe get away with it.
Excuse me for not standing.
No, I won't excuse you. I know you could stand if you wanted to.
Možná vím aj co. Jakoby.
I'm sure you've
My
got
jsme jí
good
mohli,
intentions,
my jsme
but
jí
you're
mohli
wrong.
předtím
What makes you think
obvinit
that?
z toho, že si tu
Sure,
zbraň
there's an
nechala, že
explanation.
jo? Tak možná by nám ji dala, kdyby jsme ji obvinili.
I know you ordered Randall Lee to kill Joe Dunn. And you tried to frame Bobby Yale, who had recently given up your medical services.
Joe was my friend. Don't you get it? That's what a murder
Failed?
promising you.
Tohle bude furt už asi stejný, vole, až na to finále.
Then on, you're
You stop it. Not a
in case
anyone.
Drop your weapon. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent.
Co vůbec bychom jako toho Smirnova nezavolali?
If you cannot afford one, the state will provide one for you. Mr. Thorpe.
To jsme viděli. Co? To jsme neviděli.
no.
Teď to mohlo být ještě chain reakce, třeba by se zastřelil taky. Ale už by tady dali endingy, jenom co? Jo, tady ještě víc toho potom. No jasně, že tady bude teďkon s nima. A místo ní tam bude Yale. Jsme tam přímo četl, to jsem tam četl, no. Jo, počkej, ale on tam není ani Mary. Protože Mary má zase... No, GG. Všichni umřeli, vole. O, tady neumřela. Další facku. A neuděláš nic. Okay.
Sonia Dunn.
Interesting.
You are under arrest for the death of Timothy Wilson Thorpe. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
A neuděláš nic znovu.
You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the state will provide one for you. Do you understand these rights as I have just read them to you? With these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me?
Zajíba. Už ani nemluví, vole, co to tam ten týpek udělal s tou hrou třeba.
Just shut up.
Nejlepší scéna z celé hry teda, co? Just shut up.
Just give her a minute, for Christ's sake. Can't you see she's still in shock? She'll need a minute to wrap her head around what just happened. And then I'll help you fulfill your duty, Chief. For once, we'll do the right thing.
Mhm. Počkej, co tady jako uvidíme? A ta samá scéna, akorát ona nebude na náhrobku. Protože je ve vězení. No, ježišmarja, to je takový zbytečný úplně. No, tohle jsme viděli.
Sonia Dunn. You are under arrest for the death of Timothy Wilson Thorpe. You say can and will
Said he would have pulled his strings and
no way.
finding Thorpe guilty would have taken time. Sooner or later, the state of New York would have executed him. Sonia saved us all time. And money.
No, there's no way this could work. How do we hide this? John?
I'll put the bullets back in the gun. Thorpe had me at gunpoint, but Sonia was faster. We're doing the right thing, Chief. I'll put the bullets back in the gun. Thorpe had me at gunpoint, but I was faster. We're doing the right thing, Chief.
John, why do I end up getting my hands dirty every time I'm close to you?
Tady bylo, koukám, víc možností, jak jí tam prostě nedostat, no, OK. A co ty jsi si spojil za konec vůbec? Tady uvidíme ten ending, nepočkej. Co? Já jsem si happy za to, co jsem dokázal, že fakt všichni jakoby přežili, dejme tomu. To je asi v pohodě. Evidentně tam asi víc lidí zachránit ani nešlo, ty vole. Nebo jako jasný, mohl přežít ten lev, ale tak... Wait, what? Počkej, vlastně, takhle jsem to měl já tež.
After everything that had happened, the last thing I was interested in was the fight.
No, to jsem čekal, že se něco stane, no.
My moral compass. As if I even knew what that means. I didn't even know what to...
No, anebo... Důležitý rozhodnutí, koukám.
What's the difference?
Ale jako... Rozhodně to rozhodnutí mělo asi jako docela hloubku. Když si to tak vemu, nemělo to teda evidentně žádný dopad na hru. Já jsem čekal, že když dáš třeba no, tak tě to třeba pošle rovnou na začátek té hry nebo něco. To by bylo docela cool. Ale jakoby čekal jsem, že to bude mít asi trošku víc těch možností. Ve finále to nebylo zase tak velký, jak si myslím, že to bude, ale to nemění nic na tom, že jsem si tu hru fakt užil, bavilo mě to. Čekal jsem teda nějaký happy ending ve formě toho, když už jsem se o to kurva snažil celou hru. Že tam bude s ňou něco víc teda co, ale jako bohužel nevyšlo to. Ale jo no. My bychom to vždycky mohli vylosovat rovnou další, nějaký banger, grupa teda co? Bangerang. Tak jo, necháme to takhle asi. Docela jsme to natáhli ze 2 hodin skoro na 3, teda co? A můžeme asi jít rovnou vylosovat něco dalšího. Tak jo, necháme to takhle. GG, dobrá hra. Tady to katni, vole. Next one.